Hey, bro.
Huh?
Let me ask you a question, man. Why you ain't change clothes, bro?
Let me ask you a question. Every time you see me, you gotta ask me a question like you 50 Cent asking people 21 questions.
But, bro, you gotta have some hygiene.
Let me
man.
ask you, did you take a bath last night?
Of course, and that's what I'm telling you, man. You gotta have some hygiene,
Well,
man.
congratulations, because I'm homeless and I had the luxury to take a bath every night and wash clothes like that. So be grateful for what you got and stop always talking about people and stuff. That's what's wrong with people. They always talking about people instead of trying to help them and stuff. Just thank God that you able to take a bath and change your clothes every night. I might have them on the next day and the next day and the next day. That's between me and God. You worry about yourself. Any more questions?
You good,
Oh,
bro.
I'm right down what I thought. Have a blessed day.
Let me ask a follow-up question to this video. Why do we even have homelessness in a country where we together, you, me, every single individual who works, every single individual who consumes, who buys stuff, every person in this country, even homeless people, we together generate enough wealth in this country to make sure that there's never a single person who is homeless, hungry, unclothed, or unable to see a doctor. That's what we create together. But yet, and still, we have homelessness, and we have people who are just one paycheck away from homelessness. We have people who are living we live on the edge in this country so much that people are comfortable living there. We get used to the fact that we don't know how we're going to pay our rent next month. We just figure it out from day to day. I know this from personal experience. I understand what it's like to not be able to pay. How am I going to pay rent? I can't worry about the first of the month. I got to worry about this week. And that's how so many Americans live. And it does not have to be that way because we create so much wealth in this country. But the reason we have homelessness in a country where we have nearly 15 million vacant homes and only about 500,000 to 600,000 homeless people, we have homelessness in this country because of our political choices. We choose to allow this to continue. We choose to allow people to live paycheck to paycheck. We choose to allow people to work 40 hours a week but can't afford a damn apartment in the city that they work in. We choose and we allow it to continue simply because that's how we have been programmed. Every single one of us have been programmed to accept this type of American system where the rich get richer in the middle of a pandemic. In the middle, they have made nearly $500 billion in wealth during like 5 men. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Michael Bloomberg. What's up, Mike Bloomberg? These men have made nearly $500 billion in this pandemic while essential workers are dying for $7 an hour. That's because that's what we choose to accept. Or maybe we're not aware that we could do something else. Maybe we're not aware that it doesn't have to be this way. Maybe we aren't aware that other nations can go see a doctor without going in poverty. Maybe we're not aware that other nations, you can get an education without going into bankruptcy. Maybe we're not aware, or maybe we have the same attitude that my guy who was recording this, who was in the car talking down to this homeless man. Maybe we have that attitude where instead of looking down on a system that creates and perpetuates poverty and homelessness and profits off of it. I got to say this, I thought I was going to be real short, but maybe not. They profit off your poverty and your pain. They profit off of your overdraft fees. They profit off of your inability with late fees, with your rent. They profit off of the check cashing stores. Check cashing stores, an entire industry that have lobbyists in Washington, D.C. to make sure that they can maximize their fees on your payday loan. They profit off of your pain and your poverty. And the reason it continues is because not enough people realize that instead of looking down on homeless people, we need to be looking down on a system that rewards greed so much so that when we have enough money to ensure that not a single person in this country should be homeless, we allow homelessness. We make enough money, generate enough wealth to make sure that no one has to live in poverty, but we have abject poverty. we make enough wealth. Every single one of us contribute to the wealth that we see in this country enough to make sure that everyone has a basic place to live, basic food to eat, basic education, and health care. But we choose not to.